are back finally, and hopefully I can actually finally record this right. I've said it before that there was literally nothing else I could do to make this video record right, but this time I've unplugged multiple things from my computer. I switched screens, I switched my microphone, I turned off the sound, so nothing has to load that I don't need. So we shall see. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. And whoa, this is actually a lot better. If you had seen what it was like before, then you would know. Yeah, you're gonna see like a little bit of offness, like you can only see half of my war axe there. It's because of the resolution on my smaller monitor. It's just I'm not used to having Minecraft on this screen. Villa Village, zombie-proof paradise. This village was created by me. No cheats, no help. I had to gather each and every one of these blocks. I had to smelt all of that. And I had to put all these up. Everything. By myself. I tried to make like a door type mechanism out of pistons that would have a lever on this side and then a lever on that side, where you hit both of those and pistons would kind of at least most of the way close this off. But I couldn't do it. I'm not that good with redstone. I can make showers, that's really about it. Anyway, inside of this village is 16 almost identical houses. I'm gonna throw them there. And here's one of them. I have a furniture mod installed that lets me have blinds, a table, chairs, and that's actually a table and not a stick with a pressure plate on it. How can you tell? If you had a fence post next to the wall, you'd see the between part right there, and there's not. And when I first started making these houses, I don't think I had the furniture mod installed. So this is all regular red wool. But in the houses that are like way down there somewhere, you won't see it, but it's dirt on top of, no, it's red carpet on top of dirt, because I got lazy. And it's a lot easier to make carpet than it is to put down wool. And so 13 of these houses are identical to this one, with the exception of that one, because it's one block larger, that I did on accident, because I'm stupid. And so I kind of turned it into like a guest house. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to go through all those houses, because they all look exactly the same to that one. But I will show you that I have 16 of them there. You can see the one I was just in, the bigger one, and then the other 12. Anyway, don't need you, because you're going to slow down my computer. Let's continue going this way. These glowstone fence posts, lamp, whatever, took the longest to do, I think, because I had to keep going back into the nether to get the glowstone, because I kept running out. Here is a well that's used as a water source, obviously, since it's a well. And I have my house, which is down this path, if it would stop lagging. Come on, you're doing so well. Don't lag now. You can do it! Come on, you're almost there. Of doom and awesomeness. When I had moved out of this house, I took most of this stuff with me if I could. But part of the reason why I moved out is because I uninstalled a furniture mod that puts most of the stuff that you see in here, including this kitchen. My own personal kitchen has an oven, and that's a cauldron with water used for a sink for really no reason. A freezer, and a fridge. You've already seen these tables, chair and table. These are cabinets that you can store food in. An interesting story behind these. When I had uninstalled the furniture mod because I got bored of it and I wanted to install the Aether mod, the sister replica of the Aether mod. But the only mod that I had installed that the Aether had problem with was my furniture mod. So I uninstalled it in order to install the Aether mod, and I had this full of food, like stacked high, like 64 sacks of beef and pork chops and chicken and apples and whatever. And when I uninstalled the furniture mod, I lost all that food. I was mad. This is a garbage can that's part of the extra utilities mod. And boom. You put something in here and it's gone. You don't get it back. Dirt. Gone. You get the point. In case you were wondering, those are backpacks from the backpack mod. Just right quick, I'll show you that it's like a chest. You can have a bunch of crap in it. I use these whenever I go mining. That way I can bring back a whole lot more that's worth for my time. And I have a black one specifically for my tools. Pickaxes, shovels, torches, you get the idea. Anyway. No, I want beef. Anyway. These couches are part of the furniture mod. You can actually sit on them, because some people won't really believe that, who don't know this mod. I am actually sitting. I don't know why that helmet covers my face, but since the skin that I have is not mine, a friend did it, and I don't like it. It's actually quite convenient at this point. But I'm actually sitting on this couch. Boy they. And this is a table, really big table. And that's a chandelier from the extra utilities mod. I'll put a link in the description for every mod that's used in this village, but not every mod I have, because I have like 33 mods, and that'd be a huge description. I really don't feel like tracking down the links anyway. Where'd I go? Okay. Don't lag now, buddy. I know there's a fireplace over there, and the fire is like really pretty, but don't lag. Here is my own personal shower. Showers are not really needed in Minecraft, but I figured out how to make a shower out of... This is like the only thing I can do with redstone. So, I use it all the time. You can actually stand here and you'll drown. Best shower ever. And then you just hit that lever to turn it off. I originally, like, when I built this room, I had the intention of putting some kind of toilet mechanism there, but I kind of figured that'd be a little bit too much, so I just left it alone. But, you know, the main sitting area, redstone lamps, there's redstone going underneath here, into there. Anyway. Here is the magic room, I call it, because you make magic happen. An anvil, there used to be a brewing stand there, an enchantment table, and yeah, you kind of know what that's for. If you don't, then you don't play Minecraft enough. Let's skip the upstairs for right now. And let's go to my little furnace area. This is where I would smelt all the ores I would find. And with all the mods I have installed, I have a lot of them. I come back with every single one of these full after mining for like an hour or two. Plus my inventory. Here is the room I use for my room. Used to be 2 other beds there until I moved out and took them. There used to be 2 chests there, like I guess you can say 4. Because there's 2 there and 2 there. And these are from the furniture mod, the bedside cabinet. For whatever reason, the top and the bottom of them, like you see here how it's red, it's just kind of buggy. And whenever you put it down, it will have a random texture. Like I used to put those down and get a pumpkin face for whatever reason. It's a bug that the mod creator is probably aware of, and it'll probably fix in 1.6 if they update it, which I hope they don't, because I don't like 1.6. Okay, that's my room. Quit lagging. You were doing so well. Come on, you can do it. Before I go down here, I had to tell you the story about this. I built this in after I finished the entire house. Like, all this wood was placed. And I have a timber mod installed that lets me harvest an entire tree by breaking 1 block. And since this wood is pretty much a tree, since it's not in plank form, whenever I broke the one that was here to make my way down, all of them just gone. I had to recollect them all and then put them all back. You want to see someone pissed? Destroy his floor. But this is the basement I use to keep a bunch of, well, armor, really. Armor, like I had chests here, here, and then 1 block over. Chests. I had like chests everywhere. And like each chest had helmets or leggings and chest plates, swords, boots. Yeah, you get the idea. But since I moved out of this house, after I found a stronghold and after I uninstalled the furniture mod, I took the chest out. And that just goes outside. There's really no point to go in there, since I have to show this anyway. Come on, turn around. There you go. You may think this video sucks, but you should see the other 5 I tried to do. I could not do it. I couldn't do anything. I censored myself there. For any possible event of my Christian ethos and getting mad at me for my language, which I usually try to watch whenever I'm around them. In here, you'll see another portal. And this was the portal frame used for the Ether mod. You would put the glowstone up, and then you would get a flint and gold, which is the same crafting recipe as a flint and steel, and use that to light it. Funny thing is, whenever I go through, well, that nether portal is connected to the one that's way that way. It's near, ignore these waypoints, I'm sorry for the language. But I don't think, yeah, there's no waypoint there. Oh, the closest waypoint to there is Underwater Glass Fortress. So the closest, whenever I go through the nether portal and I come back out, I'm at least about 700 meters away from here. And whenever I had to go back into the nether to get glowstone, that was really annoying. I'd have to go all the way back up here. But since this was the first one I made, when I came through here, I ended up here, but I ended up on the outside wall. Like, this is the stone wall that you see surrounding the entire place. It surrounds the entire area. And when I came back through, I ended up on the outside of the wall. So I had to go back around to one of the two entrances, which I don't know if you'd be able to... No, not from here. Anyway, there's storage. I had a lot of stuff to store, because I went mining like every day for like 6 hours. Most of them are pretty empty, except for like the useless stuff. Each chest had like a category of what was in it. Like this was all my farming and growable crap. That was miscellaneous shaped items like flint, iron doors, bone meal you see there. If they weren't block shaped and they were used for pretty much, like if they didn't have a category, they went here. Put it that way. This was where all my wool and all of my dyes were, except for this stuff, because when I moved out I stopped caring what category it went into. Here I think I had more stone or gravel, one of the two. That was a gravel one, I do remember that. And this should have a bunch of shears in it. Yep. This was tools, but not... It's hard to explain. That had stone in it. Stone bricks, cobblestone, cracked stone bricks, moss stone, whatever. Had dirt in it. Most of this dirt came from flattening all of this land that you don't see because of the render distance. I had to flatten all of this to the same level, and that sucked. Anyway, you get the idea of the storage. Quit with the lag. Do I have anything left in here? Yeah, it was the sand. It was the sand and the sandstone. The miscellaneous block-shaped box, and that was my redstone box. But I took all that when I moved out. Now we venture over here to this area. I'm getting tired of only seeing half of that axe. Can't see that, can't see that. There we go. I have a weapons mod installed, by the way. And yes, you can sit on these chairs too. There used to be a jukebox sitting like right there, I think, with a chest full of music discs in it that I happened to collect. Since they're so rare, I only had like 2 of them. I had one in here and then one of that jukebox that was over there. That was like over there somewhere. But I took it out whenever I moved out. After I got rid of the Ether mod and put the furniture mod back in, I did try to restore it just as much as possible. But it had been so long since, so I couldn't really do it exactly. I did manage to put all these back though. It looks like regular gravel, and it is, with the exception of there's a what's called a stone path on top of it. A stone path. It's part of the furniture mod. So, and that stack of 8 was as high as they go, so I would have to get rid of all the stuff I had with me and put like maybe 16 blocks of cobblestone with me and make them all into stone path, and it'd cover my entire inventory with the stacks of 8. They don't stack any higher. And that's the outside door I was talking about. These paths go to various places, like pretty much cover the entire village. I usually don't use them though. I don't know why. I spent so much time putting them down, I don't even use them. I just travel how I want to. With my animal pens, I would jump. They do have fence gates, but that's like a risk of letting him out. Like that's where he's standing right there, is a fence gate. So I would stand on here and jump in, use the shears on all their wool, and then put a block down and jump out and break the block before they could have the chance to do the same thing. But I usually don't go anywhere near these animals. Mostly because I don't live here anymore, and I just never used them. I just collected them to say we had animals in our village. This is the bathhouse. At least it was until I walked away. Villa shower. This place is called Villa Village if I didn't show that sign, which I think I did. This is what I meant by saying I had my own personal shower earlier. In case you weren't really, in case you were confused about that. This is also what I mean by I take advantage of my ability to make a shower. For those of you who think that's a hole down there, the water just falls down, wrong, sir. How this doesn't. These are slabs that are located on the bottom part of this cobblestone. And then that slab is located on pretty much underneath. So if these slabs weren't here, it'd be 1 block distance between that block there and that slab there. So it's pretty much like the water is falling inside of a block, and it doesn't really travel over 1 block. If there's a 1 block hole, then it stays in place. So you can stand in here and not walk out. You can stand in here, and then you can just walk out. You don't have to worry about jumping. I just threw my spear. Give me back my spear. Okay. And then there's 3 of them. That's the second one, and that's the third one. They all work. I just don't see a point to turning them on. Next, we go to the kitchen. The place that took the most iron. And I'll show you what I mean. And I threw my spear again. I really don't want to deal with a bare hand, but oh well. These are the gay, girly skin my friend put there. Anyway. You gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, these are ovens, like I'm pretty sure I mentioned earlier, and I have a chicken cooking in there for whatever reason. And, yeah. To make one of these, you get iron ingots, and you make iron blocks out of those. And then you need 9 iron blocks. Actually, no, you need 8 iron blocks inside of a crafting table. And then you put a furnace in the middle. Kind of like you start a chest recipe, but using iron blocks, then put a furnace in the middle slot, and it makes an oven. But then you get 8 iron blocks times 6, and that's like 48. So 48 iron blocks times, hold on, I'm trying to get a calculator. 48 iron blocks times 9 is 432 iron ingots used just for those. And then these take 7 iron blocks. So 7 times 4 is 28, and then 28 times 9 is 252. And so there was 684 iron ingots total used in these 6 ovens and those 4 refrigerators. That is a lot of iron. I am an idiot for using that much iron in something I never use. But, oh well. It gave me something to do for 3 weeks when I was building it all and collecting all this stuff, because I kept running out of iron, I kept running out of cobblestone, I kept running out of glowstone. Here's the garden. With wheat, potatoes, and carrots that I never use at all. Come on, quit. Thank you. And the last building here is the prison. I don't know why I made a prison in a post-apocalyptic village, but I guess I could have put some beds in here or whatever to make it look like an actual prison. But once I finish with my castle, that I know I won't be able to record because of the sheer size. It makes my computer lag when I'm not even doing anything but playing Minecraft. I'm not recording, I'm not on Google Chrome or nothing. It makes my computer lag like crazy. So I know I won't be able to record that. These of all the mod items I have, and yeah. And these are just mining tunnels that I use to go get more stone and iron. Really no point in going in there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Except for... oh, it's not really important. I don't think I might be able to show it from here. Nope. Oh well. Well, with that being it, I will watch the playback and hopefully it's okay enough to record. Upload. And hopefully if it is, then I will post a link to each mod that I used inside of this village in the making of. Like the furniture mod, the extra utilities mod. I did show the backpacks mod, so I'll put a link there. And you do see my weapons there, so I'll put the weapons mod and the battle gear mod. And just a whole bunch of stuff. In the meantime, take care of yourself, and hopefully I'll be able to record something else soon.
Bye.